This is the first time Chris or I have hunted with a rifle for elk in 25 years. It's probably close to that. Day before first rifle opener, and Chris has gone that way. I'm gonna go this way, do a little scouting. We'll divide and conquer and spend a couple hours out here, and then probably scout tonight and get ready for the opener tomorrow.
Chris Nowak and I decided to go on our own for the early rifle elk season in Colorado.
There's an elk going up over that ridge, dropping into the north side. It's a good sign. There's at least one elk in the area, and I have both an either sex and an antlerless tag. So hopefully we'll be taking some meat home one way or another. This is the first time either Chris or I have hunted with a rifle for elk, and Chris throws out 25 years. It's probably close to that.
Sighting in my brand new Browning X-Bolt 300 Win Mag for the upcoming elk hunt.
Doesn't get much better than that at 100. Regardless, anything in there is a dead elk.
It's a good sign to see an elk right off the bat. This is the first season, which is an elk-only season in Colorado. And in theory, these elk haven't been messed with since the end of archery season, which has been 2 weeks. I'm not going to go all over the place, put a bunch of scent around. Really want tomorrow morning to be the start, but it would give us a good idea on where we might want to start the hunt in the morning. It was good to hear a bugle. Work my way up a couple hundred yards and just sit for a bit.
Sometimes you'll make unexpected friends in the woods.
I think that's one of my favorite birds in the woods. I just think they're cool looking. Lots more. It's kind of cool that at 6 a.m. you get them out of your hand.
After not seeing any more signs of elk, I decided to meet up with Chris to scout for the rest of the day.
You can see a lot of the hillside. I'm thinking we might just want to go right up that ridge line to that.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Blast that hillside until dark and see what comes out.
Yeah.
Not wanting to spread our scent in the area before the hunt, Chris and I climbed to a high spot to glass and see what options we might have in the morning. Just as the sun was going down, we spotted something heading up the ridge across from us.
There's a cow up there. There's another one. There's a bull. Dude, that's a bull. What do you think? Yeah, it is a good one. We have some options for the morning.
At least we have options.
Heard a little, saw a little. I mean, what I saw of that bull was a pretty decent bull. We'll find him. Let's head back to the truck, go have dinner, and get ready and get excited for tomorrow.
Alrighty. If we get any sleep tonight.
I know. Let's go kill this one, and then we'll go over there and kill that one.
Pure Hunting is brought to you by Browning, the best there is, and by Browning Ammunition. Wooden Stream Boots, footwear created for the great American outdoors and beyond, and these other fine companies. Chris and I were in Colorado for a 5-day early season rifle elk hunt. And after seeing a big bull the night before, we were feeling optimistic.
Love it.
Well, I've heard a couple of bugles over this way. Clear across the flat and up that little bit of a rise. Heard them 2, maybe 3 times. So I think we're going to start making our way over that way, keeping the wind right. I don't want to be above them because the thermals are going down. But hopefully, occasionally he'll sound off and just give us a direction to go. But that's what we were hoping for this morning. I still think there's one on this side, Will. You know, that one from yesterday, I think is still over here. I think that's a different bull. I mean, it could be the same bill. They could have been spooked. Ran down. No, that doesn't sound like that rolling deep. No whistle one even, which was coming up this way. See, we get up here, like we said, keep our game plan. Bugle down this way. But there's a couple bulls over there. Yeah. Let's go kill this one in the morning, and then tonight we'll go over there and kill that one. What do you think? Well, I like the plan. Yeah, I think that's a great plan. Yeah.
Chris and I decided to focus on the bull we saw the night before and tried some calling in the direction he was bugling from. We chased bugles all afternoon and finally got within 100 yards of a bull. But to no avail. The thick trees kept us from getting a clear shot, so we decided to return to the cabin and try again in the morning.
Well, we'll go after him again today, Chris. A little disappointing yesterday.
Well, it wasn't disappointing. I mean, we got action. I mean, we had bugles. We were chasing bugles. We had that one bugle inside 100 yards. Well, couldn't see him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like he was standing out in a meadow you could see for 500 yards, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I have the full confidence in the world that we will have
You always do. Oh, I'm not saying I'm not. I just, with all of our start of the hunt with the in theory this is going to happen, in theory this is going to happen, the potential for yesterday was a lot different than the reality of yesterday.
Yeah.
Work up into the trees now. Once we get up there a couple hundred yards, start angling out. Yeah. That's a deer. Looks like a couple mealy does. Oh, I wish they were elk. down and get up in the front and maybe listen. There's a few, you know, there's a couple of little meadows down in there, I think, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's move quietly, but let's move quickly. Let's get on them. Wait and see if there's a bull that's coming out.
We began day 2 of our early season rifle elk adventure. The thick, dark timber has made it difficult for us to get a clear view of an elk. Nearing the end of the day, we decided to stop and let the elk come to us.
I mean, we could sit here and do a bunch of cow calls for a half hour. Couldn't hurt. No.
After 10 minutes of calling, Chris and I were getting ready to leave when a herd of elk appeared with a bugle not far behind.
Wait and see if there's a bull that's coming out. There's still a chance. No bull. Look out. See if there's a bull in there anywhere. That pine tree she just went behind was 227. Dang it. So we'd heard a bugle quite a bit off to the west. Oh, there was a herd of elk down here. All cows and calves. Set up waiting for the bull that probably would have been coming across last. Nothing yet. We just heard another bugle. So I think we need to work down here and cut back. And he may come out. But my guess is if he hasn't yet, he's not going to. Ready? There goes some. Oh man. Probably got 60 yards from that bull. Wind's been swirling. It winded me a little bit. He looked like a good bull, but it's getting really dark and he moved across through this thick stuff with his cows. That's one of the other things about hunting this dark timber. Everything's got to line up just perfect. Tried to stop him, he took off with the rest of them. I mean, so close. Just bugled again. Dang it, dang it, dang it. So close and so far. Let's go. This monster bull's gotta be in there. Where's the bull? He's coming right now.
Pure Hunting is brought to you by Fox Pro, high performance game calls. Hoyt, get serious, get Hoyt. And by Wilderness Athlete, the authority on outdoor performance nutrition. And these other fine companies. Be sure to check out Tenzing for their full line of packs, from small day packs up to the 6,000, which is a phenomenal pack for the backcountry hunter. I travel a fair amount on some of my hunts, and when I'm traveling with my gear, I trust Plano to get my equipment there safely. After 2 days of chasing bugles and hunting hard, we were unable to get a shot on an elk. We got close, but with the elk moving in the thick timber, we didn't have much luck.
Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's what we wanted. That's what we needed. Yeah, monster. If we get it on that bull, it looked like a good one for the flash I saw. But it's just gotta go so right. Just because you got a rifle in your hands doesn't mean it's a slam dunk this stuff. So you gotta pick a lane and hope they cross through it.
After 2 more days of hunting and the elk being less vocal, we fear our pressure may have pushed the elk out of the area.
Well, tonight didn't pan out. Didn't see or hear an elk.
We'll approach them from the bottom side rather than trying to parallel or...
Yeah, coming from the top.
It ain't over till it's over. You hate when it comes down to it, but...
Yeah.
On the last day of the hunt, Chris and I were hoping for a miracle.
Today's the day. There he is right there. That's a cow. There's another one coming behind. They're coming down to the left too. Get up there. Yeah, it's cows. That's monster bull's gotta be in there. And they're coming through the trees. One moved left to right, but come over walking away. Gary got him right. He's coming right now. He's coming right now. Shoot, they must have went in. Did they wind us? No, I think they saw my movement. I didn't realize a cow was like, shoot. There they go. I just got a glimpse of the bull. Yeah. They were just right there. I know. Gosh. We can go down here, but he's not gonna call. He's not gonna do anything. Monsters alive. Dang it.
After a fruitless morning and with only a few hours left in our hunt, Chris and I decided to separate to try and double our odds. Divide and conquer tonight. Let's try to get an elk on the ground. After catching a glimpse of elk in some trees, I decided to set up and wait for them to feed out into the open, while Chris moved 200 yards east to set up on his own.
Sat up here for 2.5, actually 3.5 hours. And sometimes you wonder if you're getting impatient and should stick it out, but sometimes your gut tells you, you know, I saw a little bit of movement and nothing since, and that's not a very big patch of trees, so. Good news, bad news. Chris got a shot. We don't know if he got anything. We'll give it a minute or two and then have to head over there and see what he got. Shot just sounded over there about, hard to tell what the ESP's in, but probably 150, 200 yards. Hopefully got something, whether it's a cow or a bull. Well, hope
Hopefully we're taking some meat home. Well, do you want the good news or the bad news?
What happened?
Well, the bad news I missed.
Okay. So the good news?
It was just a cow. There was just two of them. I jumped them actually up here on the ridge and they ran down here and I snuck up. It's a cow and a calf. Leaned up against the tree and said, if you're dead, you're dead, and if I miss, I miss. And two elk ran away. And I must have missed.
I think we've hunted smart. We've been in elk. It's tough to see them in this dark timber. We've said that. But it's been fun 5 days.
Oh, it's been a beautiful 5 days. It's been an unbelievable hunt.
I've killed one elk ever with a rifle. And that was my first elk ever. I think I was 14, 15. And I was really hoping to
make it number 2. Sorry about that.
Well, bad news is, Chris, it's Mountain House tonight. The good news is, there's lots of it.
Thanks.
Even though I didn't accomplish my goal, I always take something away from a hunt. The friendship, the experience, and the hope and challenge of coming back next year.